Hey everybody, TR here from Gluten Free Crumbly, and welcome to Food Tip Wednesday. And today is actually more of a Food Bloggers Tip Wednesday because I'm going to be talking about IFTTT. At the Food and Wine Conference, I had the privilege of being able to speak with many other people. One of my contributions was how to do a work-life balance when you are a food blogger and have either a full-time job, whether that be a full-time parent, a full-time, 9 to 5 job. So this is a tool that I use a lot to automate so many things through my social media, and it makes life a whole lot easier for me. And I wanted to just do one quick short intro video to IFTTT, and I'm probably going to do at least one other IFTT video after I get some feedback and any additional questions from this video. So be sure to leave any questions you have in the comments below in the video, and I will be sure to address them either directly online and more than likely in the next IFTTT video that I do. So let's get into it. IFTTT is a tool that you can use in order to make life easier with social media. Anybody that uses social media knows that there are so many different platforms out there. I'm not even going to bother listing them all because there's just too many. It's hard to kind of remember them all, and you kind of have to use all of them if you really want to have a social media presence online. So IFTTT makes that easier by having this concept known as a recipe. And it sounds fancy, but it's actually really simple. What it allows is pretty much you can set up any kind of recipe where if one thing happens, then it causes something else to happen. One really good example is what you would see on the screen right now, where if we look at the middle one, where it's called automatically post your Instagrams to a Facebook album. So what that recipe would more than likely do is if you put a picture on Instagram, it'll automatically push that photo into an album that you define on Facebook. It's a really amazing and powerful tool, and there's so many things that can be plugged into it. I haven't been able to find a social media tool online that isn't plugged in. So I just clicked on the channels toolbar on the top, and kind of going to what I was saying where there's so many things you can think of. And there's more than just social media as well. So not only can you use this to automate your social media, but you can use it to automate various other parts of life. Like here under new and noteworthy, you could trigger things based on some kind of action happening on a cloud drive, or you can trigger a recipe to where if one thing happens, it can print out whatever happened, like that HP print channel. And as you can see here, there's so many different things where you can really have anything you want automatable. It's crazy. I don't have anything super smart within my home, so I wouldn't try this connected home, but you can kind of see how many crazy things there are in here where it is more than just social media. So for the purpose of this intro video, we're just going to scope it solely to social media and tools that a food blogger would use. So we're going to go up to the top, and when you create an account, you have a page where you can have all of the recipes that you have saved off. And at this moment in time, I have a handful of recipes on my list. So one thing you can note is there's the top two are in full color, while the third one is grayed out. If you kind of hover over this little power symbol, you can kind of see the ones that are in full color say turn recipe off, while the ones that are grayed out say turn recipe on. Pretty much anything that is in full color is running. It will act upon a trigger, while if it's grayed out, it's not going to do anything. It's like you don't even have that recipe. And we're going to use one of the triggers that I use quite a bit, and it is this if then with Instagram and Twitter, where you can post your Instagram photos as native Twitter photos. And for anybody that does Instagram and tweeting, you'll know that it's a useful recipe, because most of the time if you post from Instagram natively within the tool, within the app, rather than putting that into a tweet as a photo that you can see within a tweet, it actually just has the basic link to the Instagram. So this is a really great way of, especially for food bloggers, if you put something up on your Instagram where you really want that Instagram photo to also be visible within the tweet and not just a link, this is a really great way of doing that automatically. So I'm going to click on this edit recipe button, where here, the fun part that I really like about IFTTT is that you're able to utilize hashtags. I don't want every single thing I put on my Instagram to get flowed out everywhere else. There's going to be some Instagram photos I do that are really just for fun, while there's others that are going to be things I want to put out across my social media. So that's where recipes that use hashtags come into play. Here it says any new photo by me hashtagged as GFC. So I use GFC as an abbreviation for gluten-free crumbly. It's a hashtag that is unique to me. I know what it means. And it's a really great tool where, in this case, if I were to Instagram a photo, which I'll go ahead and do that right now. You can't see me doing it on my photo, but what I'm going to go ahead and Instagram is this IFTT recording right now, where I'm just doing a simple little screenshot. And bear with me as I put it onto Instagram. And I'm going to probably just put a caption like, recording IFTTT. Not how awesome. Check out my YouTube channel Wednesday for the how-to intro. And then at the end of that, I'm going to put hashtag GFC, because that's the one that I have used in this recipe. And when that goes out, I don't even have to tell Instagram to put it to Twitter. Once I post that Instagram, it's going to go through IFTTT and then get pushed out through to Twitter. So if you see here, you can kind of see how it says created last run and how it has run time. If I do a check now, you'll see that it now changed to last run less than a minute ago, and it's been run 11 times. So if I go over to my Twitter, which has a lot, you can see that the Instagram I just took got automatically pushed out to my lovely little Twitter account. And I didn't have to do anything for it. All you had to do is set up the recipe once, and it is good to go. And that power button is a really great tool on IFTTT, where you can control whether you want it to be on or whether you want it to be off, and you don't have to go and delete and then re-add recipes. So anybody who's looking for a really great social media automation tool, here is a quick 10-minute intro. If you have any questions, anything you're curious about, Please leave comments in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos about IFTTT, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Wednesday for the next Food Tip Wednesday. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.